Yeah. Yeah.
How's it going, everybody? We got a smaller turnout tonight. That's okay, just because everybody's scared to death of snow, even though it's not snowing anymore. But here we are, first match of the season. Try to get some people qualified here. For the creator dashboard.
Oh, that's what I'm on.
Oh,
that's what I went to.
Just edit stream info.
Oh.
Yep, I did not. That was the only thing I didn't do yesterday. All right, so first off, we have got Carmel Salinas playing. What is Carmel on? Burn.
Burn.
Burn. And Zach Oosley is on some Zach stuff. I'm not sure what it is yet, but it's Zach stuff.
Yeah, he's on Spirits.
Oh, Spirits. Oh, that's why you want the bad spirit. I see.
Oh, he wanted a bad spirit. Huh?
Okay. He did. He wanted a very bad spirit. Yeah, so no one's dead from the snowstorm, so that's good.
Yeah,
we're all here and accounted for.
Yeah, it's low turnout tonight because we got Indiana got pounded with snow for 2 days, and people are pussies. That's basically what it comes down to.
Everyone in Indiana forgot that this is what winters just were not that long ago, which is wild.
Like my entire childhood.
Yeah, exactly.
And entire adult life as well. Really just the whole thing.
Go ahead, guys.
Should start a clock.
Yep. Yeah, I got it opened up already. Did they not? I don't think. The thing's not on. I forgot to turn the thing off. Did somebody do this? All right. No, it blows me away that people just completely have lost their shit over snow, when this, again, was just exactly how we lived every year.
It happens every year. The people losing their shit thing happens every year.
All right, so classic start from Burn here. Not super surprising.
I'm secretly hoping that we can match up Nate and Carmel at some point today. They're both on Burn.
Yeah, that would be good.
Been a long time since I've seen a good Burn mirror.
Right. Yeah, Jesus, that guy's a fucking train wreck. Yeah, I'm not sure how this match will go for Spirits. I haven't seen this match in a long-ass time. Long-ass time. And who knows what Zach has in his deck.
Yeah, it's supposedly a tough matchup for sure.
Searing Blaze.
But
that removes the fizzle, right?
Yeah, well, it's going to counter it. It's not actually going to... You can't actually fizzle Searing Blaze because it has 2 targets. But he is going to counter it, so...
Well, it has to have the one target to be put on the stack. That's why I was saying that. But once it's on the stack, it doesn't matter because it just resolves what it can.
Yeah, it'll resolve whatever it can. But since he was targeting a thing that can stack itself to counter, then he just countered it.
Yeah. Basically just forcing Zach's hand, get that out of the way.
Yeah.
That's all that was.
But, you're not wrong. This is a tough matchup.
All right. The wonder is annoying.
I kind of remember what you're talking about, Nizel, but I don't remember who that jackass was.
Him.
Some loser.
It's Chris Nice.
God damn it, John. I was doing a bit here and you fucked me.
I'm bad at bits.
Yeah.
I'm bad at bits.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I'll own up to it. It's fine.
Burn.
So Zach's taking 2.
Doing the normal thing where he probably gives his opponent free land. Nope. Rattle chains. Well, it ends up being a pretty decent... I don't love this. I don't love this at all. That was the wrong play, Zach. He chumped.
No, what are you doing?
You chumped. You chump.
I just said it. You take 2.
You always take 2 there. I don't know what's the matter with you.
Oof.
Oh,
that's not good.
You're dead now.
Yeah, that's just flatly not prismatic ending. Prismatic ending, Zach. This is what you need.
Oh my God! Shocking. It is shocking. Why is he playing Sacred Foundry and Spirits?
That is, again, pun actualized. Well, he's holding up something that's going to take 2 damage to cast an instant speed, and that's probably just going to chump block. So that's not good. I wonder what he has in his hand, actually.
Yeah, we have the power.
We have the power. Drogskull Captain, Rattle Chains. Is that Drogskull Captain?
I'm guessing.
No, it doesn't have a full art thing. What has
Oh,
a full
it's
art thing?
is it the Queller?
It might be. Yeah, Drogskull's on the left. I think that might be Queller there. Yeah, those are Quellers.
Yeah, very good card in this matchup.
Yeah, Queller actually does look pretty good here.
The fuck it.
I don't know what that is. I haven't the foggiest. Oh, wait a minute. I think it's like, isn't it the... No, it's not a creature.
No.
So... Oh, it's a cleave thing?
Okay.
Yeah, it's a cleave thing from the new set.
Okay.
Rattle Chains. He's gonna chump. Take 2. Don't forget to take 2 from casting it. I don't know if they got that or not. There we go.
Yeah, that's something that Carmel
Okay, so
could have
he's
missed,
not chumping.
He didn't. Well, wait, he could have just murdered it. He didn't even have to chump. I feel like you trade there and not chump the previous time.
Yeah, I guess that was bad vernacular on chumping trade.
Oh, see, Zach, you take a season off and you come back and you make boneheaded plays like...
Oh, here's a Spell Queller. That's a thing. He's taking 2 more for. That's gonna get killed and then still bolt him. This is not the best match. Not the best match, but here he is. He's playing it. He's giving his all.
This is only game 1.
Doesn't even care.
And I do really believe that the Spirits player is pretty favored in this matchup.
Yeah.
Generally.
It's been so long
maybe
since
not
I've
if they put
seen
wonky ass cards instead of lands. Here's some random cleave card instead of
right.
All my lands.
Let's go to hands. Boop, boop. So I don't know that Carmel even really needs to exquisite firecraft. Yeah, there you go. That's a card. Normally doesn't have stuff to bring in a lot of the time. Vortex doesn't really matter.
Yeah, he doesn't get a lot of tools here. Exquisite Firecraft's kind of ho-hum in this matchup.
It is ho-hum, that's why he's debating.
It lines up well against one card,
it's
basically.
Whatever. It's a thing if he wants another burn spell.
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't even need anything, really. I mean, I guess you bring in like the Wear and Tears if you're anticipating them bringing in some life gain shenanigans, but I don't think he has any reason to think that he would. Anyway.
The only other thing I would even consider here are those Path to Exiles.
Yeah. That's probably actually pretty decent just to make sure you get the Drogskull off the table when you need to.
Yeah. I mean,
still,
unless you let the board get carried away, I mean, the bolts and stuff are going to do the same thing.
Sure.
So,
yeah, just pull those Skull Cracks. That seems fine. He seems to be in perfectly fine shape anyway, so I don't think he has too much to worry about. Zach's side's looking at Kira and Unsettled Mariner. That's good. Kira's good, Zach.
Yeah, Kira.
Kira's good. Now, what? Zach. Aethergust is fine.
I like Aethergust.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's definitely a 1-for-1 against
I don't
burn.
see why not bring in the Kira.
What is this doing? Is that the graveyard?
That's the remorseful guy, yeah. Hmm.
Zach, I think you're pretty
Curious.
loose, man. I think you
Oh,
take
he's
you,
already
ta-
got one Kira, so it's
you take some time off, and this is the kind of shit that you'll do.
Geist. You don't need to worry about Shriek
Yeah, that was a
Geist.
good cut. I
Yeah,
like
that's a
that
good
cut.
The cleave thing would be a good cut, whatever the hell that was. Okay.
We haven't seen spirits in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
It has been a minute.
I think that could be interesting. I mean, spirits getting ending, which I think that if you were playing spirits, that might be a card.
I think that if you play white, you play.
It is kind of awkward in spirits just because the entire deck is instant speed, so adding a sorcery speed.
Well,
thing
yeah,
is a
but that
little
doesn't
weird,
matter. I mean, that's like
It doesn't.
that's a departure from conceptual nature, which I know you don't generally give a shit about. So.
Yeah, I don't really love Aether Vial right now. I might actually play a slower spirits and just not play Aether Vial.
Well, you don't. Yeah, I mean, I think
think
that's
that-
fine. Like, I think the tribe itself is acceptable. Like, yeah, you just don't play Vile. That's what I do with humans. I just stop playing
Yeah.
Vile because it just doesn't do anything.
Yeah, it looks like Zach just went for cheaper threats instead of more powerful threats here.
Right.
And maybe there's a point where I could definitely see that plan on the draw, but here being on the play, I think you want your most powerful shit. That
Yeah.
Kira just kind of can end the game.
Yeah. Well,
Right.
he has one in his main, so he opted not to bring
Okay.
one out of board.
That's
but
fair.
I still feel like he should have
Yeah,
because it's just
the
really good.
graveyard hate guy is literally just a body.
Yeah,
I
that
mean,
doesn't.
it
that
doesn't
matter.
do anything.
If you didn't cut that, that is definitely not where you want to be. I do like the Mariners. The Mariners are good. I mean, that's nothing wrong with those guys. So I like some of what he did, but I definitely feel like he's got some things he could have cut, and I definitely feel like he's got some things that probably shouldn't be there. I don't even remember what the hell the cleave thing does. I think it's like bounce your own thing, and then you can bounce somebody else's thing for the cleave cost. Just like,
yeah,
kinda neat.
if that's the card, then yes.
I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Or no, maybe it was the.
I don't think it was
Was there
that
a
card.
Cleave one that has like something to do with flyers? I think that was it.
Yes,
Draw a card
it's
or something?
draw cards for the flyers that you have. It's probably that one.
That
It's
makes more sense. That's
draw,
what it is.
draw cards for the flyers you have, and like if you pay the cleave cost, it's just for the
All right.
creatures that you have.
Well, Carmel sees an
But the-
Eidolon, and that seems fucking great for him. So he's going to keep that hand. Because that card is super damning right here.
This is just a better card draw spell.
Yeah, it is.
Like
It absolutely
interesting
is.
concept here with Zach playing his instant speed threats at sorcery speed.
You know, keeping Carmel on his toes, I suppose.
Yeah, I suppose so.
And Mariner coming down probably. He's got the white source. I don't think Zach does have Vile.
Mariner is actually just insane.
Yeah,
here.
Mariner is really good.
So yeah,
That should be the thing that comes down.
it's gonna kind of force Carmel to spend his entire turn killing Mariner.
Yeah, exactly. It's not really much.
It would force him to spend his entire first and second turn because he's gonna have to pay one for that.
Yeah, just get it down, Zach.
Yeah, well,
Just get
there's
it
no
down.
debate here, man.
Yeah.
It's the right play.
You don't always have to do things at instant speed. There we go. Yep, and Carmel's gonna be annoyed. Super annoyed. But that'll probably just make his neck. I don't know. He could, waste that Rift Bolt on. Yeah. You just got to. I forgot they had that Rift Bolt suspended. Oof.
And that's exactly what we knew was going to happen, but it's perfect because
No, it is. That's good in this match. That's very
make him
good.
spend his turn doing that.
Yep. See if we can see what he's debating on now.
Oh,
I guess
yeah,
a
that's
guide.
yeah. He has a is that a might be a bolt.
No,
It is a
that's
guide.
a guide.
Okay, so he does have a play this turn.
Well, that's good. At least that's nice and efficient. Next turn, he can
Yeah,
get the idol on.
I think
down,
if you're Zach, you were
hopefully.
hoping that you could stick him with a bunch of two things. Okay, he's gonna hold something up instead.
Okay, I don't know what he has to hold up. What is he holding up?
That card.
Oh, everything costs 2.
What's the second card from the right?
Helix.
Oh, that's Helix.
Yeah, everything costs 2.
So just he had no interest in the.
Okay. Interest. Oh, he's securing the landfall for the
Okay.
the thingy.
Yeah, that's fair.
Securing the landfall. Although I still feel like
I actually don't even know if I agree with that.
Yeah.
I mean,
now I feel like getting the guy down there and then getting the Eidolon down ASAP is just a lot better. I'm very curious about what
it's fair if he wants to play this slower, he can.
He is. I guess he's definitely decided to do that because this is definitely very slow.
He's just decided that he's the control player in this matchup, which is weird.
It is weird.
I mean, I don't know that it's necessarily incorrect.
Right. It's different for sure. So,
Yeah.
So now he's gonna fetch. And does he have something to cast?
Not the most efficient
I just
couple of turns we've seen from Carmel.
I just don't. Oh man, getting that Eidolon down now would be so. Guide last turn, Eidolon down this turn would have been very powerful.
It would have been good.
Very powerful. Because he's not holding anything up. I don't think I'm gonna look, but I don't think we missed any 1-drop in his hand. Oh, okay, he's got Skewer because of the damage. All right. And here's thing to give thing hexproof. Or no, that Aether Gust.
Aether Gust.
Well, that is actually
that's a very good target for Aether Gust. It goes on the bottom.
Yeah, you're not going to put that back on top.
Smart move by Carmel. You don't want to draw that.
You're not going to put that on top. No. Oh, man. We know he's going to vial. Hot dog. Oop. Sorry.
I love Aether Gust. Aether Gust is just a tool that...
Yeah. Aether Gust is a solid
It's
card.
not seeing a lot of modern play right now, but it is a tool that we needed, I think.
All right. So he's sticking the Drog Skull with no way to protect it. That's fine.
That's fine.
That makes him point
it's
at
forcing
burn
the
spell.
action on Carmel
which
to
is
point
huge.
his burn at creatures.
Which is huge. That's a big deal. Well, what sucks is, so did he draw the land? He did not. So he really wants to fire off the Searing Blaze right now at it. That would be the most efficient.
He might have to settle for a Helix here.
Yeah, he's helixing for sure. Because you can't let that thing sit.
No, the chances are too great that he plays another one. And then you're just fucked.
Yep.
And you can't really let him untap because the vial's going to go up to 2.
Yeah.
And if he has another rattle chains in hand, then you can't even do the
you can, and with a mana he's working with, you get got by a Mariner 2 on 2.
Yeah, there's just way too many things. Well, he couldn't get got by a Mariner
but it will fuck up his
speed,
tempo.
but yeah,
I mean,
for sure.
He could vial in the Mariner at his upkeep, and that would change his whole plan.
Super bizarre game. I think it seems like it heavily favors Zach right now just because he's the one able to play all of his spells.
I feel like,
but let's not forget
hey,
that Carmel not playing spells means that Carmel has a lot of gas.
So that thing could have been a Kira. And that would have been way better. If that were the Kira that could have came out of sideboard, that may make Carmel just scoop.
I hate that he didn't kill this thing on his turn. Because if Zach has a rattle chains, this is just punishment.
Yeah.
Like scoop style punishment.
Oh,
and
shit. No?
That's...
Doesn't do anything?
Yeah, that doesn't do anything.
So.
I mean, it does make Carmel take another 2. Let's see. Oh man, just really needs some land drops over here. These lava spikes aren't really all that exciting. All right, he's gonna burn 1, and going for the old Path to Exile plan. You might even think about pathing your fucking Goblin Guide at this point. Jeez. I think if I'm Carmel, I almost consider turning this Goblin Guide sideways. I mean, it's not blocking anything, so if you're not blocking, you should be attacking. Maybe he's concerned about, Zach pulling some extra lands off of the top of his deck and getting extra resources, but nope, he agrees with me. I believe that's the Shacklegeist on top. Allows him to tap 2 other creatures to tap a thing. If I am not mistaken. Carmel getting the Lord off the board was a huge deal there. So I will say that his last turn was overall a success for that reason. Problem is, it's starting to get away from, he's to the point now where this Eidolon it might just kill him. Selfless Spirit. Zach thinking about getting this thing down here.
Okay.
He was looking at the Eidolon, but I almost think the game's gotten away from Eidolon territory.
Yeah, no, at this point.
Just gonna 1-for-1 one of these things.
I feel like that should have been his turn 3 play. Then it would have really done something. That's whenever something comes in, tap 2 on tap spirits.
Tap 2 to tap a thing. Yeah, it's actually a really good card. I fucked around with spirits online. I was terrible with it, but
right.
No, I did think it was one of them. Like when I play against Dr. Queller, who's the #1 spirits player online.
Right.
He wrecks me with that card every time.
No,
every time it feels like the bane of my existence.
Yeah.
And it's like, God, the card doesn't feel
very solid.
that good when I play with it.
Now, one thing I will say about what we saw from Zach's list tonight, and Zach's been out of it a while. He's been doing a bunch of other shit, which is awesome for Zach. Love to see you pursuing a bunch of shit. But he's got the Nebelgeist, the thing that when spirits enter, they tap.
Yeah.
And like having that guy to tap and the other guy to tap, I feel like leaning into that guy to tap is just, if you're going to have that effect, like a 2-1 for 2 that does it is better than a 2-1 for 3 that does it.
Yeah, I agree. I always thought the Nebelgeist was way too slow.
Yeah.
Like a 2-1 for 3 is just kind of meh.
Yeah. Well, it's just cleaner as a 2-mana thing, as always. But, I would definitely say that, again, that Remorseful Spirit should just be the other Kira. Because that would be super damning right now. Carmel's already lost a lot of tempo on this game. So.
He has. He's definitely, he's on the back foot here.
Yeah. He's got to be real careful with his plays.
But he's not out of it.
No.
I think that
one more mana
he needs to keep turning this Goblin guy sideways.
It's not blocking.
All right. If you're Carmel, that's exactly what you want to see.
For sure.
All right. And he knew about the Selfless Spirit because he turned the thing sideways last turn. And he...
Ooh. Okay, so maybe with that, the sack trigger, the sack ability on the stack, murder one of these things? Maybe?
Well... I don't know. Zach's out of cards. If he's sacking,
I guess it doesn't really matter
he's legit
anyway.
sacking this,
okay. Helix.
This has put Carmel in a better spot. I actually hate the sack here. Oh, he did that in response. That wasn't actually a sack. Okay.
That was kind of funky though, because you have to respond to vial without knowing what's being vialed, right?
Yes.
That is a little funky.
It might have just been a situation. We weren't there. It might have just been a situation where he turned it sideways and threw a thing down. Real
I mean,
quick
he knew he had it anyway.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, for sure.
See, again, Kira, dude. Nothing. Carmel wouldn't be killing anything.
Oh yeah,
Kira was here.
The
That
great
graveyard hate thing is so
that
bad.
great glass spinner is great at spinning glass.
And keep up a blocker. That's fair.
But you're not chumping here, right? I don't like this at all.
He's just trying to sustain.
I would have preferred taking him to 5 and keeping the selfless spirit up, and actually the graveyard guy just trading for a thing.
Sure. Do we know how many cards does Zach have?
Well, he's
empty.
Yeah, he's empty.
Okay.
So Carmel's in a good spot
Carmel's
because
actually in a great spot now.
He was a land drop away from winning this turn.
Yeah.
Honestly, if he would have drew a land, this would be over.
Well, for this game, that's been the issue. Is he's been off a land way longer than he really should have been.
Yeah, and it works out well for him that. Well, the only problem is he's going to have to spend a removal spell here. He's going to have to use that bolt as a defensive play, or else he's going to die on the way back.
Which is fine. 2 bolts or just 1 bolt?
He has 1 bolt.
1 bolt.
Everything
else is 2 mana.
Yeah. Oh, he does have the 1/1 with the Searing Blaze.
Yeah. He really needs another land more than anything.
I think that this was a mistake by Zach not leaving up a 2-power creature to actually force him to trade his Goblin Guide. Because that Goblin Guide, if you die this turn, it's going to be because you left this Goblin Guide in play.
Yeah.
All right, so he's going to say 1 to that, 1 to you. He's going to sack in response, so it's fine.
Yep.
But he will take 1. You got the walkie over there?
I think they resolved it.
Okay.
Yeah. They figured it out. You have to have a target for it to be put on the stack, but once it's on the stack, it resolves.
As long as there is at least 1 target. And there was still 1 target, which was Zach himself.
So there's a Rattle Chains. That's good for Zach. I think those are Rattle Chains.
Which I think there was a card Searing Blood, and that one does not work the same way. Yeah.
Now, this is exactly where, now that he's drawn his 4th land, where that 1/1 that draws cards would have been way better.
Yeah. Not only that, but if he had made that play, he also wouldn't have this Goblin Guide on the battlefield.
So Carmel attacks first.
Does he have? He has the bolt, so he can deal with.
Yeah, he's good now.
And do we know what Zach has in hand?
Rattle Chains.
Okay, Rattle Change.
Which he can trade, but he's at 6. So Carmel now has enough, because he's got Boros Charm too, right?
He has Boros Charm.
Oh yeah, Zach's dead. This is over.
If everybody sequences to the max here, then he is. Seven to Zach's face, and that is round 1.
So I do think that Carmel could have had that. Those first couple plays stuttering would have wrapped this game up way sooner. Way sooner.
I do respect it. Like if what he was really doing there on that turn 2 was what
representing
was holding up the ability to use the Searing Blaze to the max by getting an extra. That never happened.
It didn't. It didn't.
If he was going to wait on that, we'd still be waiting.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He didn't do that, and I get that. But then the following turn, I feel like he should have just stuck the idol on.
And also, I think the other point, if that was his thought process in this matchup, Searing Blaze is a 1/1. Is not terrible in this matchup. We saw plenty of times where he had targets with the 1/1.
Exactly.
So.
Now I feel like not sticking that idol on then would have just
Yeah.
like if you would have stuck that.
Now
then,
it's hard to say. The way the game played out, the idol on might have actually killed Carmel.
Fair enough. It might have actually. That's
probably
super relevant.
actually would have killed Carmel.
That's super relevant. Yeah, with the Flyers, Eidolon loses
because
a lot of
Zach had the
value.
vial the whole time, so he could have kind of played around it.
No, you're right. No, you're right. I'll retract my statement there. In this matchup with all the Flyers coming at your face, like you're definitely not getting that card's ability at a premium that you normally would. So. Yeah, no, that was pretty fair. That shook out pretty well.
Yeah, it was a fun game. It reminded me of Magic circa 2019. It was
this is old school.
It was a blast from the past here.
Now I will definitely say, Zach, that remorseful thing could have been Akira, and that would have been huge.
Yeah,
that would have been so good. So much better than a 2-1 flyer that literally didn't do anything except a few points of damage.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Because with Carmel being stuck on land that whole time, like that meant he couldn't kill anything. He couldn't have doubled up on anything. Nothing would have done anything. So
yeah, it was a fine match to be sure. A very good way to kick off the next season. Which, if you missed it, we had our second ever invitational, quarterly invitational this past Saturday. Matt Wise won with Affinity. It was just a great day of Magic, man.
Like, it was a lot of really exciting gameplay happening. For sure.
It was only the second ever invitational, but I definitely think that we upped the stakes. I mean, the first one was good, but we were still, learning how to do it.
And the thing is, we're still figuring this one out too.
Oh yeah, it's going to get better and better every time.
Which actually, so we were doing a bonus percentage for the points for people that got paid out in the bracket. This time around, probably just going to do just $3 per point, and as opposed to a percentage. Just how things shook out. Just why not? Just makes it cleaner. We're giving everybody a pack that doesn't finish in the payout bracket. So, all right, rounds up.
All right,
we'll be back in a second, guys. So I hope the music's going around.
All right, we're back for round 2 already. That was a quick one, and this one is sure to be another quick one.
Yeah. It's going to be pretty quick. F&M for 6 tonight.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right, I'm gonna let them know.
I got it over you. It's plugged in.
Oh.
I just swap them out.
You guys are good.
Bleep. All right.
I'll go ahead and start the clock. I don't think it's a big deal. I don't think that this one's going to time.
Yeah.
If it does, I will be impressed.
This is conceptually designed to not go to time. Does the Infect deck not also just play lures for free? Guess it's not. Doesn't have quite enough white. I know it's like technically banned because of hierarchs, so it's just straight blue green, right?
Yeah.
If there was a banned Triome,
man,
if there was a banned Triome, that'd be free.
I don't think they'd play it though because they need.
Yeah, I can't go into play tap lands for sure. You are correct.
It is. Actually, you make a good point with Luris, though. I mean, that is kind of just free, right? I mean,
for the way I run my modern mana bases, I think so.
When you see a deck not playing Luris, there's actually a reason. Like they play a 3, but this deck's not playing E3.
No, and all it would take is having a couple lands of the right color.
And it's just permanence, right? It's just permanence.
Permanence, yeah. So they could play Become Immense and all that jazz. I mean, it would make your mana base slightly more punishing, more like fetch heavy, but. I mean, do you care? You're playing Infect,
Is Carmel keeping no lands?
He can't be doing that. No.
He put one on the bottom, and then he put them all in.
No, you're definitely you're right about the Eidolon losing its premium the last match, though, for sure.
Yeah.
I was just thinking. I wasn't thinking of the angle of just how aggressive Flyers can be.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, he had to play the perfect
Track that.
control game there
Yeah.
to stay alive in that game, and yeah, like doing the little, if it's like deal 1 to you and kill your spirit, but I do 3 to myself.
And also, like, if
think
you
about his
wouldn't have,
lightning helix,
if he
not
wouldn't
gaining
have
life.
just, if you wouldn't have not got boned on the third land, because while burn runs on 2 lands, it wants 3 lands.
You want the third.
You want 3 lands
for sure.
And if you would have seen 3 lands, he would have mopped. Like, that would have been. He would have been right on top of it the entire time too. So.
All right. Well, Carmel on the mold of 5 here.
All right. Let's take it off top down.
So what do you think? Who's favored here?
Well, I guess it's a race, and that race depends on hands.
Yeah.
Carmel's down. Fewer. So I think
I think Mike's super favored in this first
I would
game
think so.
with
Yeah.
especially with Carmel on the mulligan.
Yeah. No, I think so too. So the skewer cards like skewer become pretty awkward because the way to beat Infect is just to murder their shit on their turn, and
on your turn.
Yeah, on your turn. Yeah. And cards like skewer don't let you do that. A lot of the time, they can get clunky. They can.
Yep, they sure can.
They can line up really well, but they can also be very clunky. I was actually playing the store copy of Burn against somebody the other day, and that card felt clunky so many times. I know it's the best card.
It's an aggressive card, but it's only aggressive.
It's only aggressive. Well, your cards have to.
It works if you have 3 mana. It works well with Searing Blaze.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a thing that's true.
Yeah.
You can Searing Blaze something and then kill another because it can target anything, right?
Yeah. It can target anything, but you have to have the damage.
To deal damage to your opponent first.
You have to have the damage represented. Yeah, and that's where when you're, it can get clunky. There's not a better card for Burn to play yet. I would say it's the clunkiest card in the deck, though.
This is actually, I think, a bad hand for Carmel in this matchup because I think the best thing that you can actually do against Infect is put bodies in front, right? And he can put like the all spell hand.
Well, he's got the Eidolon, and that's something. It's I think it's a combination of putting bodies in front and just killing their shit.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, now this one is a must kill, and this is going to be awkward because Mike has the 1 green up, so you need to try to sorcery speed kill this thing. But the problem is he's got at least 1 defense here.
Okay, so he's got what do you got in hand? Stop stroking your cards. Quit it. All right, so he can. Oh man.
So he can actually do this, right? So he can try to bolt it, and if Mike responds, he's going to take damage from the Eidolon.
Yes.
And so he'll be able to skewer then.
He can
after. But the problem is he needs to. That actually doesn't work though because it's sorcery speed, and if he gives it protection from red or something or hexproof, then you really need 2 instant speed
attack
threats.
First.
Yeah, that's the best thing he can do right now is attack.
Yep, attack first because he's not going to trade.
Yep, attack first and then start with the skewer and have the bolt back up.
Just going to go ahead and Searing. Does Mike have? Yeah, that's...
Okay. Yeah, I like the attack first plan better.
Yeah, because he could have had 2 cards active. Because we knew that... He knew that was coming too. Now, I will say, Carmel knew that was coming.
Yeah, I think the best play is what we talked about. Attack with the Eidolon. He probably doesn't block and pump because that's going to kill his thing.
Yeah.
So, and then you can lead with the sorcery speed removal spell and have the bolt back up. That's the best way to do it.
I thought that would be good. I would like to say Carmel has a plan because he full well knew that was going to happen.
Yeah.
He had to have.
And as we've said many times, it's a lot easier to see the plays on this side.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, hey. Well.
And you're dead.
Yeah. That's that.
I stand by our...
Yeah, I feel like our sequencing could have been a little bit...
Our idea killed that thing no matter what.
Yeah. Okay.
Our idea killed that thing with the lone exception being if he had like 2 copies of the...
and like an extra muted... Well, no,
he would have needed 2 mutagenic growths. Yeah. That's the only way that our line doesn't work.
Yeah.
And that the mutagenic growths would have just killed it.
Yep. Okay, so paths, I like that. Deflecting Palm, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I don't love that.
I don't love that card. We both don't love that card.
I hate that card, actually.
And this is the place where
I think it's a sideboard card that's probably really good in like 1 out of every like 30 matchups.
I mean, it will just get a motherfucker here. You know,
But you're not bringing it in here, right? I mean,
he did.
I just don't see how that's ever going to work.
Because well, yeah. And so
it does target a thing, right?
It does. Well,
if it said choose a thing.
Let's see. Okay. No,
it does choose a thing. Okay.
It doesn't get him on Infect, which is a bummer. That would make it hilarious.
Oh, it just deals that much.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's less good.
It
could be a 2-mana deal 10, which is
not as exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's still good. It's still fine.
It's fine. We'll just call it fine.
I feel like just the density of just like making sure you murder their shit as they play it. I feel like the exquisite firecrafts, even though they're narrow and not really for this match, still probably make an amount of sense.
Yeah.
Just because, like, again, fuck it. And also with 4 damage, like, that's harder to protect his things because of the amount of damage.
Yeah.
You know? So, like, I feel like just bringing those in and just going on that plan makes an amount of sense. The Eidolons don't feel... I don't know. I don't know how the Eidolons feel in this match. They feel like they could...
I actually like the Eidolon in this match because it is a very good source of pressure. I mean...
Yeah. No, it creates pressure, and you at the end of the day, you always want pressure.
I actually love the Eidolon in this matchup just because Mike is trying to play a lot of really small spells very quickly.
For sure. We missed what he cut. And,
I think the problem with that first game is Carmel didn't have the turn 1 Goblin Guide, turn 1, like
he lacked the other pressure.
He was on the back foot right away. Yeah. And if you let the Infect player have the upper hand, you're going to be in trouble.
He's on the play here, so he should be in mud. And he had a mulligan too to shit.
No, the mulligan killed him. Okay. Does he have lands? 1 land. Oh, man.
That's so...
Yeah, he's got to pitch it.
1 more land. That would have been a great hand.
It would have been. Yeah.
Burn mulligans... I would think burn mulligans fairly well.
It's one of those things, like people always say, man, and like I think that everybody's guilty of it. You keep the 1 land hand, you get burned.
Yeah, you never do
that. Or you
throw
it back and you're like, man, I was just missing. If I would have had 1 more land. Well, you know what? If you're talking about a 6-spell hand, of course it's going to look good. You have 6 fucking spells.
Yeah, for sure.
If you had more lands to go with your 6 spells, that's going to look really good.
Exactly.
You have to remember, if you had 1 more land, you're taking away one of those spells too, right?
Now that's the thing. One of the things in Magic that I am the most staunch about is the cardinally the thing that will fuck you over. 1 land hands do not work. Ever.
Yeah, I've been, John. I said it out loud. End of last year.
Okay, there
I
we
said
go.
something. I feel like I was.
I think
like
that's
not great at was mulliganing.
Right.
I felt like I kept sometimes when I shouldn't, and I tried to get better, and I feel like I've gotten better over the last little less than a year, and like I'm even some questionable 2-land hands, or if you get all of 1 color but none of another.
That was okay. Mike Carmel kept that like that. The bottom, the skull crack, it's good. Yeah, Mike's got a kind of a wonky hand over here.
This has got the same problem, in that it's just spells and no
but
bodies.
Thankfully,
and I really feel like you need a body. You really need a body.
We know that Mike only has bodies, so his hand is not as explosive as it could be.
Yeah.
So, well, he just drew Blossoming Defense, I think. But
I feel like Mike is just really in the driver's seat here.
I don't know. If he kept that Searing Blaze, Mike's going to get a body down. No way to protect it. If it can, it depends how it plays out. We'll just have to see, but it could play out nicely in Carmel's favor.
Yeah, no, if that's the case, I'm searing blazing this thing right now.
I'm pretty sure he still has it. He bottomed the Skullcrack. So there's a land. Yeah, you just have to do it.
Skullcrack doesn't hit a thing.
No,
right?
Skullcrack should
it
been
shouldn't
taken
even be
out.
in his deck.
Yeah, that would have been a good spot for the exquisite Firecraft.
Yeah, I could have even made a case for the deflecting bomb. That was in there.
Yeah. So Spellskite.
Well, that's a tough one for burn. That's just always a tough card for burn to beat.
In a match that's not this match, it doesn't necessarily just stop him from winning the game, because you can get low in life and then Lava Spike can't be redirected and you just die anyway.
For sure.
In this match, it's huge because it'll redirect all the burn from his other creatures, and that's the big deal.
Yep.
And that's pretty damning. So he's got Helix and land.
Yeah, and Carmel, like, let's be honest, he's just fucked right now. I mean, like,
That coming down is pretty intense.
Being honest here, like, the fact that Mike has all creatures is just not a big deal. I mean,
No, it's not in this situation.
I actually think that Carmel needed to attack there. And, like, Mike would have taken it. You would have gotten in a point.
Right.
If he doesn't take it, then you're just using that Helix to get this fucking thing off. I don't think you can win with this card on the battle. I think you need to, if you need to use 2 spells to kill it.
3 lands. Ugh.
Yeah, it's bad, man.
That's pretty rough.
This is fucking terrible.
Yeah. Yeah, you may as well just go for it. You have to offer it up. You have to try to get that thing off the table. Yeah, when I saw Mike's opening hand, I didn't know what that was because I'm not familiar with that art. I didn't register until it came down.
Which one?
The Spellskite.
Oh yeah,
That's a wonky art.
Yeah, it looks kind of nice from here. I mean,
No, it's cool art, but
it's got a nice glow to it.
It didn't, snap register as Spellskite. But yeah, it's pretty rough right here. I know he drew a Blossoming Defense.
Which, by the way, I wanted to mention to you.
No, he's got the disrupting thing. That's what
I
he's got.
rewatched some of Saturday's Invitational from my work computer.
Yeah.
And my work computer actually is 4K.
Right.
God damn, it was fucking beautiful, man.
Yeah?
I gotta say, it looked fucking good. And
Okay,
watching this, it's like, it looks so much better than it looks right now.
Yeah.
Like, we need a 4K. like somewhere
Right.
down the road.
Okay.
I mean,
Knowing that there's a huge
it was
difference.
fucking beautiful,
Yeah,
dude. I was just like,
yeah.
I was watching, I was just like, oh my God, I can actually see all the cards perfectly. And I'm like, why? And I'm like, oh, this is fucking 4K.
Well, now we know. Okay. That'll help us provide better coverage. So,
yeah,
indeed.
Well, that's the best land you could have, is the one that turns into hopefully not a land.
Yeah.
Still super dead here, but horrible at keeping up with this tonight. All right, so this is the problem. Mike can just fire up a land, turn it sideways, have no concerns whatsoever, because he can always just redirect a Spellskite. Carmel thinking about making a play and said he's just going to sack this land.
Yeah.
And
he's now drawing all of his creatures.
A creature, which he needs bodies. He needs bodies in play, and that a 1/2 actually lines up really well.
Well, Mike's holding on to the unblockable spell.
Yeah.
So bodies don't actually mean anything.
Yeah. Well, yeah. No, not with the agent.
Yeah.
That doesn't work very well.
I think he has Distortion Strike too.
I also think he really needed to. That one turn, there was no reason not to turn it sideways.
Yeah, you should have offered it up.
He wouldn't have taken it, but
God damn.
But your opponent's probably going to kill you at 14 life when he should kill you at 13.
There it is.
You know? Oh man.
Yeah, the unblockable thing too, and defense.
And this was disappointing. This was disappointing just because Carmel's like resident burn player, very proficient in the archetype, and his deck just fucked him. I mean,
for sure.
He never had a shot in this match, and it's always disappointing to see.
And so
you want to see good, solid magic.
When we were talking about the wear and tear earlier in the match with Zach, and I'm like, you just auto bring in wear and tear for if they're bringing in artifacts or something for life gain or something like that, like
Mm.
spell Sky.
Yeah.
Like, just get that off of there. Like, assuming your opponent might bring in spell Sky. And Infect has definitely been a deck that has always been known to have that in their 75
Oh yeah.
from way back in the day, and there's never been a reason to take it out.
No,
So
card's still good.
That's definitely
Turns out it's still good.
It's still good. It's always good. It's definitely good in this deck for sure. Because there's so many, any deck where it's full of just like you have to kill this thing, and Spell Sky comes in. That's a huge deal. So he definitely could have brought in the Boros charms. He cut
the Boro.
Cut the Boroses. But he left in the skull cracks.
That's bizarre.
I think we disagree, Carmel. You play much more burn than me for sure, and probably Dustin as well.
Yeah,
but
I've played some. I've definitely not played as much as you. I am not I wouldn't call myself a proficient.
And that's
player.
and also the fucking exquisite Firecraft.
Yeah, like
that would have helped with the spell Skype, because like you have to double up other burn spells to do the spell Skype, but that would have just mopped it up.
Oh, for sure.
All right.
Well, yeah, we're just rifling right through this. So round 2 comes to a close unless we go out there and somebody's on a grindy game 1. That'll probably do it for round 2.
Yeah, which I don't think that's going to be the case.
No, I don't think so. But we're gonna jump to a little break here until round 3. So we'll see you in just a few minutes. Yeah, I've got to. All right, we're going straight to the main scene. We're back.
Hey-o. Here we are again.
Yeah. Round 3. I'm just flying through it.
Do the studio mode thing.
The snow has fucked the turnout, and so
yep. All you
pussies. You're fucking.
I was gonna come up with something more clever to say, but
no.
There's got to be
fucking pussies.
Fucking pussies.
That's the cleverness right there.
Yeah.
It's all coming out.
Again, we've all lived here for 20 years and like 20 plus years.
Yeah.
And this was just a normal everyday thing for when we were kids. Like this is what Indiana winters used to look like all the time. And apparently people just
who's this?
I don't know, Kabrowski?
John is taking the crew to the downtown. I'm in. I don't know who you are, but I'll see you there. Yeah. Looking forward to it.
Oh, Keith.
Oh, yeah. Come on out, man.
How you been, Keith?
Downtown.
How'd that flower heal up good? I hope.
Motherfucker, I hate this. Ah!
We have a hard time remembering screen names because they're not actual names.
Yeah, that is.
We remember some,
problem.
but we're too old and crotchety to remember all.
I just think your screen name should be your actual name. That's my age right there.
Right, that's where we're at.
Whoa. Easy there, killer.
Dial it down, text.
All right.
All right. Well, got the timer. Got everything. We're good.
You're good.
Let's do this. Jeskai creativity versus Infect. I'd have to imagine that Infect is favored.
Yeah, just mostly based on the fact that this creativity deck doesn't really seem to do anything.
It does after turn 4. Its early turns are just a little bit of disruption, and which can be enough in a lot of matches, but not in every match, and not necessarily in an Infect match.
Yeah, I mean, it's got like Prismari commands and shit.
It's got Prismari commands, remands, stuff like that. It has a bit of interaction, but I don't think it has enough interaction to cope with what Infect does. And that looks like a pretty alright hand from Infect. Does he have an Infector dude in his hand? Can we see Mr. Dashner? I have to assume he does. There's a dude. There's 2 dudes.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. He has a dude inland and a dude on land.
Where's John? John hand looked like literally just a shit ton of lands.
His creativity deck is kind of funky, man. We should have any size you need, man. Let me know what size you need, and I'll set one aside for you.
I like how he said Keith ? Like he wasn't even sure who he was.
Who am I? I don't even know. Yeah, we have plenty of sizes. All I've really done is give the prizes out for the people that play in the event, so we should have plenty. And I'll have new ones coming soon because I got a sweet Indiana themed idea that I'm gonna do. This Prismatic Command, that's your prismatic ending.
Prismatic ending.
Is
I like just
all right.
Just firing that off right now.
Oh yeah. So again,
make yourself not completely dead.
sorcery speed removal. That's how you.
I like the old fetch shock here since your life total doesn't.
It doesn't matter. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. You just gotta get that fucker off the table. Because the only thing he has to save him is things that cost mana. Like in a burn match, he has things that can save him from damage, but here he doesn't have anything to save him. Go ahead and pull that trigger.
If this ends with that ignoble
thanks, Micah.
being pumped up, we're gonna.
That is the front image on the T-shirt that you got because you were in the top 8 or top 4. It is awesome. I actually really like that design. It's one of my favorites. I actually had a thought today. I might even put on some beanies.
Yeah.
It'd be a good beanie design.
I dig it.
All right. So we did do the prismatic ending. Ended the shit out of that guy. But here this is. Oh. Yeah.
Poisonous
And
crawlworm
so 8.
incoming. That's 8.
So, John, I think you're fucking dead.
Yeah.
I don't think you're
Dead
long
to
for
the
this world.
poisonous crawlworm.
He's dead to an ink moth activation with nothing else. Yeah, he's toast.
This is where you say, "Show me a blossoming defense" or something like that. And
Does
show
he
him.
have interaction? Does he even have anything?
I don't know if he does, but he's still
I don't
playing.
think he does.
He's still playing for some reason.
I don't know what is that?
Wait.
Oh, okay. I don't think that's. Then his shit doesn't untap. Oh, you're fucking dead, John.
Yeah,
You're
really
so dead.
Is
Oh my
it all
God,
lands?
It's all lands.
I told you. I thought his opening hand was all lands.
John, you are deader than fuck.
Why did you keep this hand, John?
Yeah, you can go and pick those up.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh my God. We could be done at the downtime before our normal round would like normally end.
All right. So, John's gonna bring in more removal, I would have to think. Mystic Dispute, that seems fine on Mike's end. Yeah, it seems fine.
Grafdigger's Cage is actually like if you have any.
Does it enter from the library? Does the thing make him enter from the library?
Pretty sure it does, right? It's.
Well, we can find out. We have the power.
I mean, he might just think that
internet.
there's no way he's ever gonna do that, and so I don't care.
What the hell is that thing called? Expressive creativity? No. Something creativity?
Indomitable.
Indomitable?
Yeah.
Indomitable creativity.
Oh nope, they exiles it. So
no.
it actually enters from exile. Yeah, it's like living the text on living in. It
So
just
really,
fucks all the.
He just needs more things that kill things, and I don't think he has a whole lot. What did he bring in? What did he got? What did he got? Path, Nahiri. Oh, this seems just like a fucking terrible
Alpine
match.
Moon, a good one-shot answer to answer all of the
lands.
Nexi.
Yeah.
Call them Nexi.
Nexuses. Yeah. Whole set spoiled. Anything that can make modern. I think the white March and the black March. The black March seems good for like a Grixis deck. That doesn't have good access to life gain. The white March is probably one of the more playable cards in the set. A lot of the stuff just doesn't scream modern right off the bat. Although I do.
Oh, is the whole set spoiled?
Yeah.
I missed it. It must have had a huge dump today.
Yeah, well, it was not far off anyway. I think there's a lot of really interesting cards, and I think there's definitely some stuff that opens up space for down the road. I don't know that a lot of stuff just goes into modern decks as it stands, other than just like a couple of the good removal spells. I think the set overall is super interesting and neat, and I think they finally gave vehicles the love that vehicles needed to maybe could be a thing. So there might be your Esper or Grixis vehicle deck that could be plausible, a little viable at the moment.
Maybe Smuggler's Copter actually becomes playable.
No, they just have better vehicles now.
Than Smuggler's Copter?
Yeah.
I can't imagine that's true.
No, dude, the vehicles they printed in this set are good.
Right.
They're all 2-drops. Like, none of them are higher than 2-drop.
2-drop 3/3 flyers that loots every turn.
Oh, there's 2-drop 4/3 flyers that clone things when they attack and all kinds of shit. They really pushed vehicles super, super hard. There's a vehicle that can turn into a 10/10 everything creature.
Micah, I haven't seen all the spoilers as I've kind of just said here, but the one card I do think that goes into Modern is the fucking white Planeswalker.
That thing, absolutely. That thing is a house.
Kind of nuts.
Yeah. I think the Demir Ninja Walker is going to do non-ninja things in the Reanimator deck.
I actually do think that it could be a little bit of a boon to those Reanimator strategies and just having a blue-black
3-mana walker that's
3-mana
playable
walker
is just
that's
nice.
Yeah,
it's just nice. It makes dudes and it loots. That's acceptable for blue-black.
Because you know me, I want to play blue-black control just in general, and I think one of the issues I've seen in Modern is they've given so much so many efficient threats to white and red that it's hard to play blue-black control.
No, that's absolutely true. Not to fucking barge in, but there's a guy that me and Carmel were talking about earlier that's a Mardu Samurai. It's a 3/4 for 3. A 3/4 for a Mardu. When a creature attacking causes a trigger, double the trigger. Which seems like that could definitely do some shit.
Yeah.
That seems like a solid ass card. Because what I immediately thought was Exalted. It's not truly
nobody
an
will
Exalted
play it.
colors.
I mean, nobody will play it, but
just imagine having 4 Exalted things on the battlefield. I attack. Wow, 8 Exalted.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully, you said
solid.
it's a 3-drop, right?
It's a 3/4 for 3.
Hopefully they ban Luris so that people actually play these new creative cards.
Some new,
That's another thing, with the whole companion thing. I know we fucking beat a dead horse with it.
We do all the time.
I know we do, but I just want to throw this out there. If you just leave Luris in the format forever and ever and ever, when you start talking about hey, new set coming out, what do you like for Modern? You can immediately exclude any permanent that costs more than 2.
So that's absolutely true.
Going forward, that would just be the thing.
That's absolutely true. My issue is that if Wizards wanted to do the right thing, they would scrub the companion mechanic.
No, I'm in it.
Luris,
I'm in it to win it.
As a card to just exist that's playable in Modern, when you don't have him as a free thing that restricts everybody's deck building, he's just an okay card. He's a good card. It's the companion mechanic that is irrefutably the problem.
I think the reason you can make the case for just banning him is because you're going to see a lot less companions.
Well, no, I get that. I get that. But the real problem, though, is not the card himself.
Yeah.
It's the companion. It's giving... it's the companion mechanic that is a problem. That's what's warping the format, is restricting people what they play to have this thing as a free card. That's the issue. The cards themselves aren't the issue. It's the companion mechanic that's the issue. And Wizard fucking knows it, too. I guarantee they know.
So we touched on a little bit on Saturday while you were tattooing. I don't know if you're aware of this, but the companion, them coming up with a mechanic and then revising the text on the mechanic. Right. It opened up a door, and I just found out last week in Historic on Arena.
Right.
Have you heard about this this thing that they're doing on Arena?
There's a bunch of nonsense
balancing?
on it. Yeah, it's nonsense.
Have you heard about
I've heard
this?
of it. Yeah, that's why I don't respect Arena.
I don't now. I haven't played in forever, but I'm never going to now.
I didn't respect Arena to begin with, and I don't respect Arena
Like-
with that in mind.
Like to Fairy Time Raveler, fuck historic. Like the card has just been changed on Arena
Right.
forever.
Yeah.
Like if they do the cube on Arena, that card is now a 4-drop.
So I mean, like the thing is, like that's fine because it's in one sense it's fine because the card should be a 4-drop. Like the card's too good, right? The problem is, we'll balance it for our online format, but everything else is fucked.
Yeah.
And like if they're willing to balance things on an online format, why aren't they
Well,
willing?
it's all the online format.
Yeah.
So like,
why aren't they willing? If they're willing to do that, why aren't they willing to fucking scrub a companion as a mechanic completely already?
Because they don't do
It's
that.
nonsense.
Yeah,
It's bullshit.
It's nonsense.
And then also they make a card that puts lightning bolts in your deck. Go fuck yourself. What are we doing here? Like that's silly. That's ridiculous. That's not Magic.
Yeah.
This is not the game I grew up with for 20 years that I love to my core.
It's pretty silly.
It's
the whole
nonsense.
balancing thing is like I read the article like 3 times. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah, no, it's.
And then somebody told me, it's like, I play like, I'm like, so in the cube are these balance cards? Like, like very Time Raveler is a 4-drop in the cube. And it's like, that's silly.
No, it is silly. It's nonsense. They keep warping what the game of Magic is, and that's really the problem. All right, so we haven't paid much attention to this match. So we got off on a tangent, but
they haven't given us much reason to.
No, it's actually been super. Like I've been keeping an eye on it, but it's been pretty not interesting. Let's see what's in hands. See if we can get a better idea what the hell is going on here.
I got a crawl worm maker. I love a good crawl worm. I came up on crawl worms.
Yeah, we need more of that stuff.
No, it's nuts. It's absolutely nuts.
It is. And that's why like it never should have went through the passing phase to begin with. And then they immediately had to redact it and it's still format warping. So like let's go ahead and just get it out of here.
I think it's the biggest mistake in Magic.
I think anybody that really cares about the game will agree.
I think Phyrexian mana is infinitely less.
Oh, absolutely.
Format. Well,
absolutely.
Who cares?
No.
So you get some free stuff. There's all kinds of that. Historically, there's always been free stuff, but like a free card? No.
All right. He's taking an extra turn. See if this means anything. He's looking to draw a land, but his land doesn't untap. So he's going to make a 1/1 by playing this, coming to play tap land or untapped land. But that's not worth much. So he's got the creativity. So he can do his thing next turn. He's got 2 creativities actually. So let's wait for him to show his hand again to see.
Do we still have that creativity pulled up?
Yes. Whoop.
Okay, so in order to go off next turn, he would need to target
The
dwarf, and he would need 2 targets, right? Because if you only have 1 target, then he could just move it over to Spellskite, right? You have to target the Spellskite and your own thing.
Yeah, Spellskite really does.
Yeah.
Well, no. It's controller. Yeah.
So you would have to do that for 2, I believe, to get around that.
Yeah, you would. You would. And Mike just said, dismember that bitch anyway. Get that out of the equation. So he's tapping some stuff. What's he gonna do? Nahiri. Okay. So he's gonna loot. Got 2 more creativities in hand? Or no, still 2. You can get to cast the 1. I'm gonna see what he draws because we know he's gonna draw here. Gonna pitch a creativity. Another savor of the moment. See what Mike's working with here. More Infect dudes.
Well, one's definitely coming down now.
So yeah, he doesn't. Oh, sorry. He doesn't have any interaction, which is a degree of a problem. The one thing that I like about the Indomitable Creativity deck is it made the little dorky make a clue, make a crab card relevant somewhere. And like, I think that's a neat little card. I'm glad to see that they got a deck somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could just go on and on about Companion, and
Yeah,
This
like
is
I
not
said,
good.
we beat it to death, like we really have. But I mean, fuck, man. Like, I guess we probably will continue to go on and on
all right.
until.
So
we deal with
now
it.
he should be in good shape.
Yeah, I think you have to make X equals 2.
Yep. You're gonna give him some shitty card. Well, not shitty card, but a card that's not gonna stop your combo. And he has shields down, stuck on 2 mana. Nothing to say other than redirecting. So yeah, John is looking good here. Is he still only doing it for 1? John, you're about to get got. You're about to get got, John, because you only did it for 4. And did it for 1. Does Mike not see it? And John's like, motherfucker.
Does he?
He didn't see it. He
Oh
didn't
my
see
God,
it.
he didn't see
Oh,
it.
John, you didn't see it.
Does he have a backup creativity to where he can get him next turn?
No, he
or-
pitched one earlier.
Oh man. Yep.
Oh, damn. Well, let's see what John has in hand. No, he does. Okay. No.
And I
No,
need to,
yeah, he did.
I need
He
to
did.
grab this real quick.
Yeah, go for it. Do it. Okay, he does have a creativity.
Okay.
So he will not
if he
fuck up again.
survives. If he
Yeah.
survives this next turn.
Yeah.
Well, at this point, he's got Nahiri though. I mean, he can just ultimate Nahiri. So
Yeah, exactly.
uh,
He's
wow.
not. He's definitely not fucked though. Not at all.
as long as he doesn't die.
Because
Oh,
Velamok
he has. The blocker.
how many of the dragons do they play? Do you know? Well, the Annihilator sex off.
I don't know
is good
this.
enough.
I don't know this deck list.
So they play a dragon. They play an Emrakul.
Emrakul's the big one here.
Yeah. He pitched the dragon. That's why I was asking about the dragon. And I think
okay.
they may only have one of each. The dragon could keep him just looping into shit, but Emrakul will be enough to just annihilate his board. So, yeah, Mike has to have something here.
Yeah, looking at all these cards in Mike's hand, it does not appear to add up to a win this turn. Six. Well, he can, if he makes it a 6/6 blossoming defense. Does he have the Phyrexian mana thing? He does not.
Kept the Nahiri off ultimate, I see.
Yeah, he just decided to keep the Nahiri off ultimate.
It's probably fair to go ahead and just play it safe.
Yeah. Little.
Do you have nothing else to do other than play the Blighted Agent?
What does this one do?
Take an extra turn, your land's done on tap.
Okay. That's actually really good here. So he'll be able to ultimate Nahiri.
And keep.
Did he actually take the extra turn? Did he draw a card?
No, this is on his turn. It's just you cast it, you take an extra turn.
Right,
so
but he had already activated Nahiri.
Oh. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Did you actually start a new turn? All right, he gave the thumbs up, so apparently I just missed it.
Okay. Well, this should mean Mike's pretty well fucked.
Yeah, he's in the extra turn.
This is why we have walkie-talkies.
We just missed the card draw. Thanks, Micah. Yeah, we just missed the card draw.
This does not bode well.
You're good, thanks.
Does not bode well for Mike. Because this has to be an Emrakul, right?
Yeah, I would think so. That's what I would
Destroying in Mike's entire board?
Entire board and killing him.
Just killing him, yeah. He's a 14, so he's
he'd
just
be
dead.
He'd be very dead.
All right, he's dead.
So we're probably going to get a game 3.
I would have to imagine so.
And unless Mike has exactly Solitude.
Which we know he does not.
He doesn't play white, so it's unlikely. But I do believe it's the only thing in Modern that gets you out of this right now. With no mana.
What is... No. Well, okay. Oh, it still would. So Emrakul has colored spells, but it's an ability
Yep.
trigger. Yep. That's the thing that I've always thought funny is like Necrotol could kill Emrakul.
Yeah. Sure could.
Guy with bug vibrations coming out of his neck.
Yeah.
Nope, he went for Velomachus. Okay, so no Emrakul. So maybe Mike's not completely fucking dead. Does he not have Emrakul? Because that would have just done it. He must not have Emrakul.
That's so bizarre.
That's so weird. I mean,
He's just looking to take
this
extra
is still
turns.
probably going to do it, but
Yeah, he's just going to take infinite turns.
it's just super weird that he doesn't have Emrakul. That's crazy. Maybe he boarded it out, thinking it was like he didn't want to get stuck in his hand or something. I guess. Yeah, this is going to be fine. Don't get me wrong. Like once this thing gets going, it's going. So,
I mean, it could miss.
There is a
Like
degree of a
that is
chance
a
that it could
non-zero
miss.
thing, right?
Yeah. Yep. And he's going to dig into some more stuff in here once his extra turn starts.
Yeah, and he will get his lands this turn, so that's definitely an improvement from the last piece of shit.
So what he needs to do is be able to now hardcast that thing. He needs a land to hardcast.
It does just seem like a mistake to have this plan and not have Emrakul.
Because he would have just murdered him. He would have just fucking murdered the shit out of him.
Like extra steps at this point.
Because now if he doesn't get a land to hardcast this guy, Mike could actually get this. And if he doesn't have Emrakul, how many targets does he have if he has
can take another turn.
You can do some spinning, that's for sure, but this is weird. I totally thought he was fucking dead by now.
Yeah.
A little tough.
That's okay. I guess you can bounce a spell skite.
Yeah. I mean, digs him. So now you're going to play the extra turn thing again, I guess.
Well, and then you'll be able to exile one of the other dudes.
Okay.
Oh, not taking the extra turn thing.
All
okay.
Right.
He's got all the removal. Okay.
Fuck
okay.
yeah.
You know what? Turn that fucking 1/1 sideways.
Yeah. Power play.
Show him who's boss.
All right. Yeah, that's respectable. All right.
That is a 1/1, right?
It's a 1/1.
Yeah. I mean, what's it doing? Like, what are we doing here?
What does Mike have in hand? I can't imagine that Dude, after that was pretty intense.
That
So we
was
still got the spell
very
scary.
good.
That's not what you expected. I didn't expect any of that. I expected him to just, win the game like 2 turns ago. One of those being extra. As soon as he hits the land, Mike's just fucked.
Well, Mike can start taking extra turns again. Or, I mean, John can start taking extra turns again.
If he just hits a land, he can just slam the Velomachus dude down and just go.
Yeah,
that's all he's waiting on is one land.
That's been the thing, and
just loot first.
Yeah. I think you do loot first.
Loot first. Loot now.
No remands were not really helping.
No, loot first. Loot.
He might want a creativity here.
If he still has the creativity, well, I don't know what's in his deck now. He's got the Emrakul in his hand. That's why I didn't get the Emrakul. No, that's a Prismari command.
That's a Prismari command. Well, he could just Prismari command here. That seems like a good play. Yeah, I like that.
No, he's looting the Prismari command.
Oh. Well,
that would have given him the
He gives no fucks about the creatures on Mike's side, clearly.
Well, that would have set him up to also just cast the thing. So he's on an extra. Oh, that was the extra turn?
Did he? Where did he take an extra turn? I'm confused. I missed
all these extra turns. I'm also confused because I didn't see an extra turn card played. The last extra turn was off of the attack from
Okay.
Velomachus. I thought.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Sorry, guys. We are completely
whatever.
We're completely out of sorts here.
We're not good at this game.
All these extra turns. So hard to. This has all been so confusing because Mike should have just been dead forever ago to an Emrakul.
Yeah. What a bunch of extra stuff.
That prism. Oh, there we go. Okay, Velomachus. Slam. Or he had the mana for Velomachus.
Okay, he's just playing with his food.
Oh, John. All right.
Well, I'll tell you.
I don't know how many extra turn spells he has now.
He's got infinite. Like he's just. There's no way, right?
He's not tucking anything, so he doesn't have infinite.
He's got one. That's all he needs.
All right.
I mean, he's not.
Okay. All right. Going to game 3 here.
All right. I like it. I like game 3s.
All right. We're going to try really hard to keep track of all these extra turns.
Fuck. That was nonsense. Nonsensical.
Nonsense. We got so thrown off because Mike should have just died forever ago.
Yeah.
It's like.
I like how horny Pikachu. What a turn. It's like. What turn?
Which one?
It could have been any one of numerous turns.
Oh, shit.
There were so many. Like watching that. Who's the kid that plays the reclamation deck from out of town that plays really fucking fast?
We fucked up his name.
I like that kid.
Yeah.
That kid plays, man. Like, I like that kid. I'd play some Team Magic with that kid. Give me the guy who can play a long deck fast,
Oh, hey, so that the March thing, the SCG convention or con or what the shit ever.
I'm with you, Keith.
Yeah. The Sunday event is a modern tournament, so we're thinking about going up, not for the whole weekend, but just going up Sunday to catch the modern tournament. You down for that?
I don't really play on Sundays. That's a hard sell. So
well,
it's a hard sell to the wife,
Sure.
The only day that we have together, so that's a pretty hard sell. When is it?
Well, it'd be function the same if we would have committed to taking the whole other. Well, I mean, I guess not quite the same, but I at this point I wouldn't be able to take the entire weekend off because I'm already booked.
What event are we talking about?
It's a SCG con. In Star City, it's a team event on Friday and Saturday, but the Sunday's modern. I can't clear out
team modern.
Not the Sunday. The Sunday is just modern. The team is Friday, Saturday, but I can't clear out Friday and Saturday. So
yeah,
I can't go unless I do just the Sunday. So me and Tommy might be going. If you wanted to go, just throwing that out there. That's a thing. We might.
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
We'll
talk about it off stream. It might be a thing.
We'll see.
Love that, Keith, man. What a turn. Not that turn. The other turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was silly. We totally lost track.
Yeah.
Completely.
I still I'm going to watch this back and.
Yeah, we should. I'm going to do it now,
I'm going to fucking we should go home and watch on my work computer. You'd be like, oh my God.
Right.
You can see everything.
If it makes that big of a difference, then
no, dude, I couldn't I was just like, why is, because I watch a lot of like on my lunch breaks, I got an hour. I flip over. I watch some kind of magic for an hour.
Right.
And I flipped over and watched our stream, and I'm like, this is the most beautiful fucking, like, literally, dude, we have the most beautiful display that I've seen.
Seems like a solid hand for Mike. He's decided to keep. John is putting his back. Mike's
as he should. If he can't kill shit.
Yeah, I like Mike's hand. He's got a Veil of Summer, Counterspell, Ink Moth Nexus, Mutagen, Growth, Blossoming Defense.
Veil of Summer is just a disgusting card.
I like what he's working with. It's a little bit slower.
It's for deviants and huas. You know, like
Right.
that's it. That's it. You gotta be one of the two, Mike, to put that card in your deck.
I feel like
I'm both.
Mike being on the play here,
I'll
this
play
is
that card.
definitely should be his game. He doesn't have not having just a turn one Infect guy to go off. He's gonna have to play this a little bit differently. It's gonna definitely be a little bit slower, but being on the play regardless is gonna be a big thing here.
Oh yeah.
And oh my God, look at that nonsense.
Oh, I'll tell you what.
That's not a good hand.
Is that a red and 6?
It's a red and 6. That's pretty good.
That's fucking
That's pretty
great
good.
in this matchup.
Yeah. No,
But
actually it is. Yeah, it is.
You
It
can
is.
keep this hand off the back
Yeah.
of a red and 6.
See, that's just that thing. When I was talking about round 6 and modern in my humans deck, dude, when you can deal with decks with 1 toughness creatures, some decks do. It's just ugh.
Yeah.
So gross.
Well, the difference between your humans deck and this deck is your humans deck is like these humans are coming together like a fucking call to arms.
Right.
Whereas
This is one guy.
you only have so many 1/1s in your
But-
Infect deck.
So
you
he'll
know?
be able to. So he has a Pendlehaven. So he'll be able to play around it to some degree.
But
It's
if you're
clunky.
slowing him down to the point where he has to keep Pendlehaven up all the time.
No. Yeah,
that's a good spot.
That's a huge tempo play for sure. For sure. All right. Yeah, I think this is going to end up being a pretty weird game. This is gonna be awkward. This is not.
It's gonna end with something degenerate.
Yeah. Which we already saw. Yeah, this is not exactly what I would expect out of this match. I don't know. Yeah, I've never seen these two decks play against each other, so this is weird stuff happening.
Quick advertisement here. My boys at Bells in Kalamazoo. Man, that hop slam
Mm-hmm.
every year. God, it's fucking good.
So there's only one time I've been disappointed to get Hop Slam, and that was when I couldn't get the fucking Strawberry Shortcake Fandango from Toppling Goliath, and I was disappointed to have to walk out with Hop Slam.
Yeah.
That was the one time I'll ever be disappointed in getting Hop Slam.
Yeah, sorry about that, dude. I got the last one.
You did.
I went in there with the mindset of I'm gonna buy all of them.
Oh yeah.
I'm like I'm gonna buy all of them.
Same here.
And I'm like, and then if John didn't get I'll sell one to John
For sure,
You
for
know,
sure,
like
yeah.
that was I went there and I couldn't find any.
Yeah.
There was one that was not in the same place that I found it. That was tucked underneath something else.
Right.
Somebody came and got all of them, but missed one that was tucked away somewhere else.
Yeah.
So
No, that's exactly what I was gonna do. But yeah, no. Every year, Hop Slam is one of the fucking most exciting beers to come around.
Yep.
It is just killer. Fucking awesome.
yeah, it's weird because a lot of breweries do the once a year annual.
Right.
This is actually twice.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they do it in January and March, which is a fucked
Right.
a fucked up 2 months. Hey,
Yeah.
why not January and September? You know,
Right. Yeah. Exactly. No, just these two. All right. Mutagenic. Bump. All right. Let's see what so he's holding up a blue to keep that mystical dispute live. Veil of Summer. He's missing pump spells.
This
He's
Veil
got-
of Summer is going to end up blowing something out.
Might.
Well,
It might. It might not.
maybe not.
It might
Maybe.
actually. It might. He might be playing into it, trying.
Well,
trying to
it
make
could.
go
It
somehow,
could
and then
because
not
his
do it.
removal's Prismari command.
Exactly. Like it's
Like,
actually.
it can blow out Prismari command.
Yeah, Veil of Summer actually might not do anything. He might keep holding up that mana.
I love
And
that card.
it
I
doesn't
love and
do
hate that
anything.
card.
All right, so John still hasn't stuck to Ren and 6, but that's the Inkmoth Nexus says fuck your Ren and 6 though too. Like as powerful as Ren and 6 is in this kind of a match, like it's only going to do so much. Path,
He has a path to exile. That's interesting.
Path, Prismatic, and take an extra turn. That's what John is working with.
Yeah, I like pass in here. If he wants to get froggy with the man land, I take it. And if he wants to, try to kill it on the instep,
Yeah.
regardless.
See. Mike's gonna fire it up. I want to see what's in his hand.
Yeah.
Okay, he just drew the Blighted Agent. I think he's just gonna be patient.
No, and he should be. No,
Yeah.
you absolutely take this.
I mean,
If he pumps it, you take it. If he pumps it again, you take it.
well, yeah, exactly.
Like your game plan is try to kill it on the instep.
Well, the thing is too with Mike, it's good for Mike to be patient here too.
Oh
because,
no,
like,
yeah,
a half a clock.
absolutely.
Half a clock is half a clock. Like,
It is,
Infect is
it
still
is.
Infect, man. Like you don't have to get just super fucking nuts.
100%
and try to
is.
just pump all the time.
And it's no big deal if John wants to go for a path on the instep here and he wants to use his blossoming defense here to save it. That's fine. That's
Right.
fine. That's 3 damage. 3 infect you're not taking. And it looks like that's the play we're going to see.
Yep. So blossoming.
I'm assuming he's already taken the damage. He's not.
No. That was damage from shocking. What Mike was doing, or what John was doing, his life total.
Oh
was-
my God. John tried to path a thing that was coming towards him. Okay. For those of you who have never played against Infect, and John, when you're watching this back, man, you don't do that. Path it on your end step.
Yeah.
That way you're not taking that 3 infect.
Yeah.
Right? Like take the 1, go to 4.
Yeah.
And then on his instep, make him use that blossoming defense to keep that thing alive.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you don't want to do anything in combat. 'Cause they control combat.
don't point the removal at the thing that's coming at you.
Yeah.
That's just going to make you take more damage every time.
Infect controls combat.
Yeah, man. That's just like control 101 against Infect. You do not fucking like point removal at the thing coming at your face.
All right,
you will
so
die.
he's got the thing. This could be it though. Does he have a creativity? I feel like I saw one in his hand. Oh, he's got a saver. Is that what he's doing here? He does. Okay. So this could be it. This could very well be it.
Token gone.
Now, if he hits a Velomachus and misses, Mike's still in it. How does he not have an Emrakul? Oh, no. That thing? What does that do? Is that,
I don't know what this
that's
is.
the thing that you name...
I don't like.
You name a color, and you would, or creatures you control, and you have protection from. Name a card type. You and creatures you control have protection from the named card type.
Okay, so you can say creature.
But you can say creature, yeah.
So he just will have protection from creatures.
Yeah.
That seems
Well,
good.
For some reason in my mind, I was thinking.
Can
the
Infect beat
interaction
that?
with- No, I don't think so.
Okay, so that works.
That's fine. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know what I was thinking. The Nahiri thing with it picking back up. I don't know why that was in
Yeah.
my mind. But yeah, no, that does just do it.
This is actually.
That does just do it.
I mean, it's not better than Emrakul, but
It's not. Like Emrakul would have just murdered him.
again, Emrakul plus 2 Ren eggs would end this game.
Yeah, exactly. So he's not going to die, but now we're going to have to witness more things that we shouldn't have to witness.
I kind of wish there was a Blightsteel. There's
Yeah.
something poetic about killing Infect with Infect.
No, it definitely does lock Mike out, but it does not just.
I think there's a very good chance we're going to see John Parker is our lone 3-0.
Yeah.
Because of the weather, it looks like we're just getting a 6 o'clock and no 10
Yeah,
tonight.
we will not have 10 o'clock.
No 10
unfortunately.
o'clock tonight. So John Parker is looking like he's going to be in the driver's seat heading into week 2
Looks like it.
of this season.
He's
And
gonna call it.
that's what it is.
That's
John
what it
Parker. He's at he sits alone on the leaderboard.
Yeah. So every time
the Elkhart trio.
Yeah.
It was Carmel Salinas, points leader season 1. It was Mike Dashner, points leader season 2. Maybe this is John's turn.
You could. And they might get sniped by Matt Wise playing.
Yeah.
Wonky shit.
Hey, you know what? That's what's beautiful about this. Like,
I'll definitely take a moment to say thank you for these guys always coming out. They love our store, and we love these guys.
yeah,
So it's a nice symbiotic relationship here.
yeah,
With,
and
with this crew of players.
we used to, like, I mean, we've always thought about them like the Elkhart guys. Like, we used to think of them as out of towners, but like not anymore. I mean, like, this is their store too, right? I mean,
absolutely.
at this point, like,
sure.
they're like if we're going to a Grand Prix as a store, they're coming with us. So
Yeah, absolutely.
all right, well, that's gonna do it for tonight's coverage. Unfortunately, because of the fucking snow and all the pussies.
Yeah, all the snow phobia.
Yeah, the snow phobia. We just got the one tournament, and John Parker.
Yeah, 3-0,
taking it
first
home
3-0 of the
with
season.
creativity.
So some weird games, man. Like, and
Yeah.
as much as I expected to see Emrakul there, like that last thing did it. But man, I'm just still kind of weirded out that we didn't just see Emrakul just fucking sweep the table.
That would
each
have. I mean, by not putting Emrakul in his deck, he did add drama.
The thing is though, Emrakul and creativity itself doesn't give haste, so that doesn't actually position Emrakul to just win.
Yeah.
So that is a big deal.
Sure.
That is, I mean, although
Sure.
I don't see how Infect could get through a 15-15 blocker.
Infect could not. No.
Well, I mean,
No,
they technically
no.
could. Technically, we've seen
So in
cards.
and that is a consideration when you're thinking of a world where you have a card like Solitude, which, let's be honest, Solitude is the card, right?
It's a huge. It's one of the most format warping cards we've seen for sure.
Yeah, and I think it's powerful. I think it's bold. I wouldn't call it necessary, but I don't think it's unhealthy.
No, I think Solitude is fine.
So I think it's good. It's good that we have that answer in Modern. And it, honestly, that's probably the boon that the control decks needed. And the control decks aren't running this format right now.
They're not. They're not. They definitely became way better positioned, but they are not running the format. And I will say that the design on those elementals is probably a bit pushed, but I think it was, in all actuality, a required push.
Overlays.
Yeah, Keith's been wanting to design some new stuff for us.
Yeah, I'm all for it, Keith. Anything you can do to help us out would be greatly appreciated, sir.
Yeah. So no, it's a Modern is an interesting place right now. The only flaw I think Modern has is Companion.
Yeah.
Is that Companion exists, not the cards that were printed with Companion, just the mechanic itself.
Yeah, and
needs to just go.
I don't even think it's busted. I just think it's annoying.
No, it's warping. It makes people play things, because the thing is, you're going to give competitive players. Magic is a game of value and efficiency. You're going to give people free value. They're going to take it.
I think that there are two ways to look at this, right? So you can look at there's a pragmatic way of looking at it where it's what's the real problem for actual fun good games of Modern Magic,
right?
And if you're just looking at it from that pragmatic way, it's you know what, just ban Luris,
because then people aren't really playing as many companions, and you're not seeing the same. People are forced to play different decks.
Sure.
But then you're also still going to see companions, right?
You're still going to see people funnel into that free value.
And the thing that gets me is the control deck. And this is where it gets kind of weird, and your point comes up where you just ban the mechanic, right? So Kahira is probably the companion that's seeing the second most play right now.
Sure.
Because it's played in all the control decks, which is the most fucked up thing ever, because the text on the card says that your creatures can only be, it's a tribal card, right?
Sure.
Your creatures can only be this.
Right.
Well, they didn't think when they, like, whatever jackass fucking, like, came up with this idea, they thought they were thinking in
an elemental.
They were thinking in like in terms of fucking of like a tribal,
right,
like an all-in tribal card that can go in several different tribal. But no,
that's not how
it works perfectly with control, because now they get a free card, which ask any control player. We'll take that, you know.
Well, so on top of that, I have a white blue enchantment based deck right now that I play Kahira as a companion with Luris in my main.
Yeah.
Because you can do that, and like if you're doing
because it's a beast, right?
It's a cat.
It's a cat. Yeah, a cat. Yeah.
Oh, it's fucking stupid.
Yeah,
The companion thing. It's just fucking stupid. Like,
it's
Commander.
It's silly. It's really silly.
I know Wizards that you sell a shit ton of product thanks to Commander.
Yeah.
But let Commander be Commander and let Magic be Magic.
I mean, I think we're on the same page. We both agree that the biggest problem is Luris, just because it leads to boring gameplay, right? Like all these decks look the same. Like the
I think the problem is the mechanic, not Luris.
All the rock decks, which there's a lot of them now. There's there's black red, there's Grixis, there's Jeskai, there's white red, there's white blue, like there's not white blue, there's red blue, like there's all these different kind of like what used to be rock decks, but now they're just kind of these like
they're just value decks.
Mono one drop.
They're just value
the
decks,
Luris decks, and like they just no matter what color comment, they're all just the same. It's like you're playing the good red one drops, you're playing Luris, and you're playing Bobble and a bunch of one drop removal.
My problem is not Luris the card. My problem is specifically just the mechanic. The mechanic is the problem, because when no one's playing, I'm the only guy that I know that has played Luris in the main. I don't know anyone else that's played Luris in the main of the deck.
And you know what? If they did your thing, which they won't. If they did your thing and just said, you know what, fuck this mechanic, we fucked up.
Yeah.
And that's why they won't, is because they'd have to say we fucked up.
Yeah.
But if they just said fuck this mechanic, we fucked up, you'll never see Luris again. You won't. No. I'm sorry.
Exactly.
You won't. You'll never see it again.
That's proof of my point. Yeah. He's a perfectly fine card on his own. My
problem
isn't Luris. My problem is the mechanic. Yeah. My problem is the warping, the format warping mechanic. That is the issue at hand.
That's why I think that the more likely outcome is you'll see a ban on Luris at some point.
I know, but
so that they can keep their mechanic. And
sure, but my problem with that, if they keep it, they're going to want to do it again. The next time they do it again, guess what? There's going to be another Luris. That's the problem. And that's why
I hope they never do it again.
No, they will. That's the thing. That's what makes me mad. I know they'll do it again if they don't scrub it. And when they do it again, it's going to
actually
be
have
a problem
to design
again.
Within the parameters that they've set as an alternative.
They're going to fuck it up again. Probably. If they go back to it, because
they'll just be bad.
It's not a safe.
They'll all be like 8 drops.
It's either going to be completely bad and just stupid, and like, why do we even have this? Or it's going to be another Luris.
Yeah.
But again, no matter what, when you have this conversation, the problem is the mechanic, because you want to have these kinds of things. That is what Commander is. You already have it. It's already in your game.
The thing
it's
is,
already
though,
a driving force in your player base.
I honestly don't I don't like it. Like, you know, like I've said a million times, don't Commanderize my format.
Yeah, for sure.
But like, I actually don't have a problem. Like, if they did another run and like they were all 5 or more drops, like that's fine. Like that's fine. If you want to fuck up your build to put in a free 6 drop that's actually a 9 drop, that's fine.
No, that it is. You know, I would make the same concession, but I still principally will say, fuck that. I will. I still just
no, dude, I'm with you.
we don't.
I'm 100% with you, but you also at the same time you have to be a realist and look at like what there's what we look at it and say this is just obvious. This is what they should do.
Right.
We know they're not going to do that.
The thing,
so what can they do and what will they do?
Yeah. No, I get that. I get all that. But the thing is, they already have a cash cow in Commander. They're already making ass tons of money on Commander. It's a super accepted. Just now, it's a cornerstone of Magic, and like it's exactly what they want it to be. It's exactly what they need it to be. So the thing that pisses me off is the fact that they made that bleed into the other formats. You have no reason to. It's not like, well, let's make more money because of this. You already are making a shit ton of money on Commander. Commander is a staple. People love Commander. Commander is doing exactly what Commander does. It's just a fantastic thing. Everybody's about it. So why do you poison one of your other fucking formats with this thing that's already doing so well on its own?
Yeah.
It's just silly.
And I don't know. I might be speaking out of turn here because I'm not a store owner like you, so this isn't my profit. And I also am not a Commander player, so it's something that doesn't really have an effect on me whatsoever. Right. But like, I don't know. Just outside perception from me is the Commander specific product. Like
can be an issue for sure.
Don't we just not need this, right? Like, isn't that the great thing about Command? Like, I'm saying this, a great thing about Commander, a positive could be that it's something that no matter what the product is that's coming out, the Commander player is interested, right? Like, it doesn't matter if it's a supplemental set,
right?
The next like booster set, the next expansion, or whether or not it's a master, like the Commander player is interested in all that because those are all playable cards for the Commander player. And so like the fact that you give them their own supplemental product, it just kind of seems like great, which I mean, obviously they eat it to fuck up. So
But I mean, so the thing is though, like I actually had a conversation with a Commander player the other day, who is a really good player, and I'm really glad that he plays in the store. And we were talking about the Ikoria Commander specific product, and there were free cards included in that product. Like the rest of the decks were junk. The rest of the decks were bullshit. But hey, here's a random free card for your Commander decks. And now those cards are like super valuable. And like he even said, a Commander player even was like, hey, this is kind of unhealthy. Like we don't really need that, Okay. And so the thing that I would say too, as a Modern player, there's a lot of things in supplemental Modern products that I'm like, hey, that's a mistake. Maybe we shouldn't have done that. So really, this kind of goes full circle and comes to the point of saying maybe supplemental products are kind of not the right idea.
No, and I think that the majority of Magic players would tend to agree.
Yeah.
I mean, the ones with good heads on their
with good heads on their shoulder. They aren't obsessed with power and addicted to power.
I mean, I don't mean to spill the beans on your business secrets and stuff, but I will say I've been around long enough to see every supplemental like product that they do, people buy.
Oh no, they do. They do.
Like they'll fucking buy.
No, and that puts me in a hard place.
If it's a pack they can open, people will buy.
That puts me in a frustrating place because for me, as a player, I don't like the supplemental product because it's weakening the game as a whole over the course of time. But for me as a store owner, I mean, we live in America. This is capitalism. I'm gonna make money I can make, and so the supplemental product does that. But everybody, when you really take a good, honest look at the supplemental product, it's not necessarily the best thing for the game as a whole. And I want this game to never stop. And the problem that is just lurking out there in the aether is what's going to come with all this just aggressively pushed supplemental product for these formats. If you dial it back, and if you really think these are our formats, these are what we're working with, this is the game, your design crew can use interesting things. It can do interesting things to bring new ideas into the game's mechanic as a whole. And it will take more time, and more time is good.
Yep.
We want more time for these mechanics to take place. We don't want a power vacuum that's existed for the last 5 years to create a bunch of nonsense cards that have completely warped everything everyone's done. It's fucked up people's play experience. It's fucked up people's investments. It's fucked up a lot of the game as a whole. And it's just for the sake of pushing product. Like, we just need to dial it back. The game won't suffer. The players won't suffer. Everything would be better if we just dial it back.
Let's do it.
It's that
dial
easy.
it back.
Dial it back. That's the fucking take action credo for Magic in the new century. So,
all right. Well, I think that's gonna do it for our end step post game show here.
yeah, that's what that was for sure. So thanks for tuning in. John Parker is the first on the leaderboard for the qualifier. We hope to have everybody tune in. We hope to have everybody out.
All right. Peace out.